Welcome to battle number 4 of week number 6 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2. This battle is going to be pitting King Fuse's team, which is the Visionary Tricksters, versus Benji's team, which is the Star Conquerors. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon we have is Mega Beedrill on the Visionary Tricksters. Additionally, we have Magnezone with Z Attack Privilege. And on Benji's team, we have Mega Swampert and no Z Crystals. These two trainers have been waiting for a little while, so I'm going to let them jump right into it. Just first thoughts, King Fuse has a bulky core of Magnezone, Tangrowth, and Clefable, with Mega Beedrill as a strong attacker, and then two gimmicky Pokemon with him. Meanwhile, Benji has his Rain core of Swampert, Pelipper, Kabutops, and Electro joining that now. Buzzwole and Steelix will also benefit a bit from that if any fire moves are coming. And we'll see how his new Rain team goes. Without any further ado, we're going to begin, and let's see how it starts. I think for a lead, we could probably see Smeargle, actually. Smeargle might try to set up some hazards, maybe a Sticky Web and some Stealth Rock. On Benji's side, we might see Pelipper start or Steelix, depending on if he wants Rain right away or Stealth Rock. And it looks like we have Smeargle and Pelipper, 2 for 2, called it. Smeargle's probably going to go for some Stealth Rocks. Indeed it does. Pelipper's going to go for the Toxic. Smeargle is now Toxic. If it's holding a Focus Sash, it no longer has that Focus Sash in effect. But Smeargle's going to go for the Taunt. Gypsero's just going to go for that Scald. It does huge damage, and with the Toxic damage, down goes Smeargle. The score is now 5-6. Magnezone is going to be the next one to come out, threatening Gypseros with a strong Volt Switch or Thunderbolt. Will Benji switch in Steelix or Electro to take that electric attack, or maybe Swampert? Last match he had, Swampert was taken down by Hidden Power Grass. It's likely that Magnezone can have Hidden Power Grass again this time. He goes for the Electrode this time. Substitute is going to go up for Magnezone. Let's see if Magnezone will be able to deal some damage to Electrode. Electrode's going to use Hidden Power. I'm going to presume that's Hidden Power Ground. And a Flash Cannon doesn't do that much damage, only 34%. Electrode looking really cool with that shiny. I love shiny Electrode. It's one of my favorite shinies. I'm not really a huge fan of shinies, but shiny Electrode does look very cool in my opinion. Electrode does have the power to outspeed everything on King Fuse's team. Will King Fuse switch into something that could handle Electrode? Maybe Tangrowth to take that Hidden Power Ground. Two electric types staring each other down. What will happen next? Score is 5-6 and Rain is up. We don't know if it's Rain for 5 turns or 8 turns. We will know by the end of this turn. But Pelipper is still alive and well, so it can set up Rain once again if it so desires. And another Hidden Power Ground from Electrode is going to take down Magnezone. Electrode looking pretty comfortable right now. Rain is still up, so that is indeed a Damp Rock boosted Rain. We will have 8 turns of Rain instead of 5, which is good for Benji's team considering it functions very well in the Rain. Beedrill is going to be the next one to come out. Electrode is going to stay in and use a Thunder, doing massive damage to Beedrill. And Beedrill goes for the U-turn, switching out, but getting paralyzed due to static. That is not good for Beedrill. In comes Clefable. It's likely we could see maybe Steelix come in to handle Clefable with a Gyro Ball. And no, actually, we see Pelipper come in. Gypseros is going to come in, maybe to Toxic the Clefable. Clefable goes for a Moonblast though, and that's going to do some big damage. There's only one turn of Rain left, and Gypceros cannot set up Rain yet again. Rain doesn't look as important at this point for Benji due to the fact that most of the Pokemon left on King Fuse's team are pretty slow, so he's not going to have to outspeed any of them with Mega Swampert. Water boosted moves would be nice, but with Tangrowth in the picture, it doesn't seem like it's a necessity anymore. Tangrowth will be really hard to take down though now with Pelipper gone. It has a really good matchup versus both Mega Swampert and Kabutops. I think the best case scenario in this moment is probably for Steelix to come out. And indeed, we see Gravios the Steelix come out. Will it go for the Gyro Ball? Is it going to try to Toxic the Clefable? Maybe set up a Stealth Rock? Who knows? That Clefable Moonblast did do a lot of damage. I'm not sure if Pelipper was maybe uninvested, but that was pretty strong. So maybe this is a Life Orb Clefable or a Choice Specs Clefable. If it's Specs, it probably wants to switch out to avoid Steelix, and indeed it does switch out. A Gyro Ball is not going to hit Shedinja because of Wonder Guard. At this point, if Steelix has Toxic, it can take down Shedinja. Shedinja's just going to go for the Swords Dance, and a Fire Fang actually takes down Shedinja, taking it down. Takes down Shedinja, taking it down. Very smart. Alright, in comes Beedrill. Beedrill still can use Drill Run, and that's exactly what it does. Doesn't do much though. Fire Fang will take it down. Gravios is sitting pretty comfortably right now. Tangrowth is the next one to come in. Will it go for the Fire Fang again? That is the big question. Tangrowth is going to go for the Earthquake actually, and Steelix goes for the Fire Fang. Both not doing that much damage. Tangrowth does have Regenerator though, so it can switch out. And a knockoff is going to get rid of those leftovers from Gravios, and Gravios is going to go for Curse. Curse will not work in Tangrowth's favor unless it has Giga Drain, in which case it doesn't really mind Steelix boosting its defense. Steelix is going to go for that Fire Fang, and this time it does 38. That's a pretty whopping big percent. It is likely we could see Clefable try and switch in to pick off Gravios. Tangrowth is in trouble at this point. An Earthquake will not take down Steelix. If Steelix decides to mix it up and go for the Gyro Ball, it can hit the Clefable switch in really hard. It will depend on if this is a Clefable that has Unaware or Magic Guard, however. If it's an Unaware Clefable, it won't hit it as hard. If it's a Magic Guard Clefable, yes, it will hit very hard. Fire Fang still can be a luck of the draw with the fact that it did 38%, so maybe a damage roll might let Tangrowth live with 1 more percent. And Tangrowth actually goes for the Giga Drain. Fire Fang is going to do big damage on Tangrowth, taking it down to 15%, but because of the Giga Drain and the fact that it was a low damage roll, Tangrowth is able to live. Tangrowth is now down. Swampert comes out. Risky move for Benji. If Tangrowth outspeeds this Swampert, it can one-hit KO it and regain a lot of HP, but it doesn't outspeed, and therefore Swampert is able to take down Tangrowth. The last Pokemon on King Fuse's side is Clefable. Clefable is rather bulky, however, so it might be able to clinch this out. We'll just have to see. An Earthquake does huge damage, 78%, but Clefable goes for the Grass Knot, and that takes down Mega Swampert. Rajang is here to try and possibly Poison Jab this Clefable. If Clefable Moonblasts it, though, that could be huge damage on Rajang. I do believe Rajang will outspeed Clefable, though, unless Clefable is invested and Rajang is maybe minus speed or something like that. And Clefable goes for the Soft Boiled, and a Poison Jab is able to take down Clefable, giving Benji the victory. It's a 2-0 victory for Benji's team, the Star Conqueror, over King Fuse's team, which is the Visionary Tricksters. A good performance by Benji's team. It looks like he was able to find a team that fit him really well. Some of his low-tier Pokemon doing really nicely in this matchup. Electrode and Steelix being probably the most useful Pokemon for him. So, nice to see. King Fuse did pack in some of the unexpected Mons as well, and Tangrowth was able to do quite a bit in taking down Steelix. Really was kind of a rain battle that didn't need the rain that much, although Electro definitely did appreciate that Thunder Boost. But yeah, really strong match and good game to both sides. Tune in for some more Week 6 matches coming up after this, and I'll see you then.